Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jim and Frank's Thursday Throwdown!
My, oh my, here we are again for another Thursday Throwdown, Jim.
Heck yeah.
And it looks like we have a special guest again.
We have a special guest with us, Minnie Mendez
Oh,
from the Glimmer
Hi.
Stars. I was thinking about this today. Vocalist bassist or bassist vocalist?
I suck on bass, so I'm a singer. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
well, then Minnie
that's
Mendez,
not true. He's a good bass player.
Thank you.
front man.
But he is the main voice.
Yes.
I'm
Mendez.
a vocalist, bassist, and it's so good to see you guys. I love you guys so much. You know that.
Oh yeah.
We
Well,
go
feelings
so
mutual.
far.
We
We
love
go
you,
so
man.
far.
We go way back. It's amazing how many years that what Jim and I also talk about is there's more years behind us than there are ahead. So let's make these
Yeah.
the good ones, right?
Maybe these are good ones.
And I'm flattered and honored to be with you gents. You
Oh.
you know your music, and this is new to me. So take me to school, fellas.
Well, the pleasure is all yours, Minnie.
So Minnie,
you.
what you picked the albums and the band, so why don't you tell us what it is?
For the throwdown,
Yes.
UFO Lights Out,
Ooh.
77, and UFO Force It, which was 75, I
Right.
believe.
Yes.
So I love UFO. And I would say one of those records, because I don't want to give my throwdown away yet,
Okay.
is in my top 10 of all time, which always changes for guys like us.
Right.
Sure.
But yeah, I love UFO. I love UFO.
Understandable. I love them too.
I
They
know you do.
such amazing arrangements
Oh,
from album one all the way through.
yeah.
They, man, Mike Tinker, excuse me.
I can't say it either.
I know I always goof it up.
Yeah.
Such an amazing guitarist. We were talking earlier about mental cases and different things, and Michael's had his issues,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
but he's a musical genius.
Right.
And I think he's better than his brother, myself. And that's,
Agree.
Yeah.
I think most people would say that.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think Rudolph would say that.
I don't know. Rudolph's kind of a dick, you know,
I
for-
don't know.
I don't know.
man. Lights Out was produced by Ron Nevison, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And who hasn't he produced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. The
Long
Lizzie, the Babies, all the way into the 80s.
Oh yeah, Ozzy, Hart,
Kiss,
you know, yes, Kiss. He did
later
a Kiss.
Kiss.
You guys probably, and I think I know why. You probably like the production of Lights Out better than Force It. I'm guessing only because it's got arrangements. It's a full sounding record when it comes to keyboards because they really got into the keyboards a lot more on that album.
I would agree. The vocals, I think, are produced much better on Lights Out. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah,
Well-
I agree. Lights Out I think that's for me the peak of UFO. The production's pristine, crisp. Not just it's Paul Raymond, right, Jim? That would be the strings. The string, yeah,
Mhm.
and the songs are just it's just that's my favorite UFO record of the two. And I saw that tour, that Lights Out tour
Oh, sweet.
in
Look at
1977.
Speaking of seeing them live, they are a better live band than a studio band. They are one of those bands that when you see them or hear them live, Strangers in the Night would be my case. Something happens. There's a magic with their live sound.
Yeah.
As much as I liked Force It, Force is a very dry album,
Yeah.
and it's very panned left, panned right, and you have very distinctive sounds. But when you hear those songs when live, holy mackerel, it's just a whole different thing.
Yeah. Shoot. What else? Shoot, shoot, let it roll is
Let
on.
it roll. Yeah, the opener. Oh,
Oh gosh.
yeah. Jim, what are your takes on both albums?
I love them both. There's not a UFO album that Michael Schenker appeared on that I don't love.
Right.
No. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
It gets a little spotty after that,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately. Shoot Shoot is, if not my favorite UFO song, it's in the top two.
Wow. Nice.
Love that. I covered that song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just a Pete Wade nut.
Oh, of course.
UFO was my second concert ever, and
Really?
that guy's like, he's like the epitome of cool on the bass.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No,
he may not be the notiest guy, but it was
So-
like poetry watching that guy play.
what year was that? The second was that the
80, No
Okay.
Place to Run.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Paul Chapman on guitar.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was my first concert was UFO opening for Rush.
Oh wow.
What a
in
show.
late 77. And and my friends who you all know and worked with, we liked Rush, but we were there for UFO.
Right.
And it was just, oh my gosh. My first concert is great.
The Rawls brothers, perhaps?
Yes, they were there.
I was going to say, yeah.
Smuggling in things,
Yes. Mike
was
was
the
a
70s.
huge UFO fan. I remember
Yeah.
at the dairy, he would go on and on and on about UFO all the time. That was, I think
Yeah.
they may have been one of his favorites.
Oh yeah. And like it seemed like they had the ballads before, like
Mhm.
on Force It and No Heavy Petting, but with all the strings, like Try Me
Right.
and
Yes.
the cover, the old 60s cover.
Alone Again or
Alone
yes.
Again or
How beautiful. I mean, everybody loves The Damned. I do too.
sure.
But UFO kicked some butt on that.
Yes.
That was the first version of that song I ever heard. I didn't know it was a cover when I heard it.
Right. Me either. We actually talked about that on one of our podcasts. We covered it.
Yeah.
And it was a shocker at the moment. Wait a minute. What? We
Well,
didn't know this was a cover tune, and they did it. That was the only cover tune on that record, but it was done so well that you thought it was theirs.
yeah, maybe I'm just way older than you guys. That's all.
Right? You were
I wouldn't say way, but
you got to listen to Love and all those bands.
Right.
So they
but
were.
it's very faithful to the original.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, it's great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Whereas the
And we-
Damned sounds like the Damned doing Love, right?
Right.
And they do a great job of it, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to make mention off of the album Force It, Dance Your Life Away.
Hmm.
That riff, and it's got a dancey feel, and it's about a dance competition. That is a rocker. I love that song. There's sometimes I'll tell you with UFO and I listen to their albums, there's sometimes, okay, I'll skip that one. I've heard that one enough.
Right.
This one was never real. Dance Your Life Away. I will listen to that one every time. I love that guitar riff at the beginning, and I love the drum beat and the bass, everything about that song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank's not big on some of their kind of extended intros.
No. I don't
But,
like keyboard, slow, long, drawn out intros, and
yeah,
UFO was great
sometimes.
at that.
There's not a UFO song I would skip, like ever.
There you go.
Period. I just love them all.
I love.
Go ahead,
Oh,
man.
I love like Just Another Suicide.
Yeah.
Just the melodies. I mean, that was a hard rock band with melodies.
Right.
Yeah.
And we haven't mentioned Phil Mogg.
Oh, what a singer!
A singer.
Yeah,
And still doing it.
yeah.
And still sounding good. Yeah, not
Just released I guess is going to be his last album. He's heading into retirement, right?
right.
Go fishing or something, but he still sounds amazing.
Yeah. And isn't Michael sober? Michael is
Yeah.
sober,
He's
right?
been doing his own stuff and he's played with different incarnations of UFO over the years. But man, now are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh,
Not that it
I wouldn't
matters.
think so.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I would.
Jim's probably right. They won't get the nod. They're not
Cool
mainstream.
enough. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Every once in a while, somebody will post up something about, here's a list of bands that aren't in, right? And you look at that list and you're thinking, how is that even possible?
Exactly.
You know,
Are your
Thin
favorite-
Lizzy still not in. Bad Company, although Bad Company is nominated this year.
Right. Well, let's get down to brass tacks, Jim. Lights
Okay.
Out or Force It? Which album would you take over the other?
Can we talk about what a great album cover Force It is, by the way?
It is a great album cover.
Yes, it is.
Hypnosis did all those great covers
Yes.
for them.
Correct.
No Heavy Petting, Obsession, Lights Out, Force It, Phenomenon, they just amazing album cover work. I know I said Shoot Shoot in my top two, but as an overall package, got to go Lights Out.
Okay. All right. And that's how you feel, Minnie? Lights Out?
Lights Out. And it's funny because I'd always get this on your podcast. With the long intros but I think the album's like 35 minutes long.
They're not long,
Right.
no. Right.
Which doesn't make sense. Right?
It's like 8 songs.
It's right. And I'm all about the pristine, like you said, Frank. It's definitely Force is definitely tougher, but I'm Lights Out completely. And it's one of my favorite, must be top 5 or 10 records of my life.
All right.
Not a bad inclusion.
No.
Right.
Not at all.
What about you, Frank? How do you feel?
I have to go with Force It.
Because you're tougher. You're tough. I got it.
It's
tougher.
I like that.
We're softies.
I like that drier sound. I like that production that they did. And like I said, not as much keyboards and not as that lovey-dovey stuff going on. It's just rock and roll. That's what it is.
A lot of great riffs on that record, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I love my riffs. So
I know. Understandable.
all right, well, we still end up with a majority decision, and that's for Lights Out. Not a bad choice. Not you can't make a wrong choice on either one of these records.
You can't make a wrong choice on either one of those.
Yeah, I agree.
All righty then. Well, that should just about wrap it up for this week. Minnie, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks again, brother, for joining us.
Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys like I love you guys so much. I'm blessed to call you friends.
Feelings mutual. Thanks for bringing absolutely. The UFO vibe. I was kind of glad you didn't pick the Sweet because I've only got 1 or 2 of their records, and I think one of them's the greatest hits. So,
you might have opened up something there. We might have to do a Sweet.
We might have to have them back for the Sweet.
Yeah. Well.
Jim, come on.
I think that one would be a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd be out on the boulevard. We'll see.
One of the things Minnie and I have in common is first record we ever owned was the Sweet Desolation Boulevard.
Right.
The
first vinyl I ever owned was Desolation Boulevard. But yeah, a UFO. Now I need to go listen to Lights Out tonight.
Right. All right, guys. Until next time, Jim.
All right. See you guys next week.